As I started my trip, I had the giggles. Everything seemed as if I was high. Lights and big street signs seemed to be in front of my face. As my friends started tripping, it seemed to worry me, so I took off to a friend's house. As I was running down the street, I found myself standing in the middle of the street looking around, not knowing what I was doing. As people drove by staring, I began to panic. People started coming out of their houses wondering what I was doing in the street, so again I went sprinting down the street. Next thing I know, a police car rolls up behind me, scaring the living shit out of me. I take off through yards and yards and past house by house. I finally made my way to my original destination, which was my friend's house, who was tripping out somewhere. When I got in the house, his family was in the living room, and it seemed as if their appearances were all totally different. So I went in the basement and started freaking out. My friends finally showed up with other people who were straight. So one of the straight people took me in the back of the basement, because I thought I had to throw up. Though I tried for about 4 hours, nothing came up. At the same time, shit just kept getting more scary. Next thing you know, there must have been a million demons coming after me, plus the hundreds of bugs that were crawling on me. I must have passed out or something. Next, waking up in my guy's bed screaming and crying, not aware of why this was happening. Though after a time, all of the demons, bugs, devil faces and the screaming and crying, it finally wore off, leaving me depressed as shit and not being able to sleep for an additional 4 hours. But anyways, that was an experience that I will never forget.